It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC East. It's the Patriots and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New England Patriots. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, the new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night, all sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Throwing Jones. Left side here to Sanders. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now Jones. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Tervarius Moore. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
He's going to try and go deep again, and that's caught inside the 35. A big gain there for the Bills.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there for the Bills. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open spit.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Basham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position. I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Allen. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain there for the Bills. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 25 yards. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jones going to keep once more. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 18. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play here for Buffalo. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 27 yards. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jones now on 3rd and 2. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game. Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. In the 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. To throw on 2nd and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Dancing to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the motion. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 31, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones.
Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big gain there for the Bills.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Allen going to throw. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. CeeDee Lamb there to make the grab. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big play there for New England. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now a carry for Sanders. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run with Sanders. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it past the 45. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big gain there for the Bills.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it?
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sly on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And now out come the Patriots.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
But that's complete to Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And once again, this is Sanders.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
That's caught by Myers.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.